happened here. Baldoni has released all of the evidences that he said he would onto his platform, and when he did that, Blake Lively also changed her accusations towards him, which many people are now noticing that perhaps she was lying before and is changing what she said now to fit what was presented. And
boy, well, for what?
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon, but it's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents.
The legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has taken a dramatic turn, with Baldoni's legal team accusing Lively of trying to hide crucial evidence. They argue that while she has been vocal in publicly attacking Baldoni, she is now pushing for privacy, raising questions about her true motives. For months, Lively has been in the spotlight, making serious accusations against Baldoni, even using her public platform to shape the narrative. But now her lawyers have filed a motion for an enhanced protective order, seeking to keep key evidence from being released to the public. Baldoni's team claims this is an attempt to manipulate the case behind closed doors and avoid accountability. Baldoni's legal team isn't holding back. In a letter to the judge, his lawyers argue that Lively has already made her accusations public, even allowing her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to joke about the situation on Saturday Night Live. Yet, when it comes to facing real scrutiny, she suddenly wants secrecy. According to Baldoni's legal representatives, this is a bold attempt to control the story. They believe Lively's tarnished public image is at stake, and that keeping the evidence under wraps serves to protect her reputation rather than the truth. The team insists that the public deserves to see all the facts, not just the ones Lively wants them to see. Lively's lawyers claim that disclosing the evidence could endanger witnesses and expose individuals involved in the production of It ends with us to harassment. However, Baldoni's side argues that this is merely an excuse to suppress damaging information. The ongoing legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively took a shocking turn when Ryan Reynolds, Lively's husband, made a sarcastic joke about the controversy during a segment on Saturday Night Live, SNL.
Everybody is in this room, and here it was.
Who else has a question?
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
What many saw as a casual, comedic moment quickly spiraled into a heated debate, with Baldoni's legal team calling it a deliberate move to sway public perception. According to Baldoni's lawyers, this wasn't just a harmless joke. It was a calculated media play designed to influence public opinion. They argue that by addressing the issue on such a high-profile platform, Lively and Reynolds were subtly painting Baldoni as the antagonist, while reinforcing Lively's victim narrative. Baldoni's legal team believes that if Lively truly wanted privacy, she wouldn't be allowing the topic to be mocked on national television. Instead, they claim this was a strategic distraction, diverting public attention away from critical evidence that could challenge Lively's claims. The SNL segment wasn't just a random joke. It came at a crucial moment in the case. Lively had recently requested an enhanced protective order, aiming to keep certain evidence hidden from the public. Meanwhile, Baldoni's team was pushing for transparency, arguing that if Lively had nothing to hide, she wouldn't be fighting to conceal key details. With the controversy now being broadcasted on mainstream entertainment platforms, it raises an important question. Was this skit a genuine joke, or was it a carefully planned attempt to control the media narrative? As the legal battle intensifies, both sides are engaged in a media war. While Lively's camp appears to be using Hollywood's influence to shape public opinion, Baldoni's team is pushing back, demanding full transparency. The case is no longer just about the allegations. It has evolved into a public relations battlefield, where the court of public opinion may be just as influential as the legal ruling. With tensions rising and Hollywood's biggest names involved, the next phase of this legal showdown is bound to be even more explosive.
I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I had a intense year.
Amid the ongoing legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, an interview.
In a surprising legal twist, Blake Lively's lawyers have filed for an enhanced protective order, aiming to keep crucial evidence out of the public eye. Their reasoning? The case involves high-profile individuals and serious allegations of sexual harassment, which they claim warrant extra secrecy to protect all parties involved. But Justin Baldoni's legal team isn't convinced. They see this as nothing more than a calculated move to control the narrative. According to Baldoni's lawyers, Lively's sudden push for privacy raises serious questions, especially considering how openly she has spoken about the situation in the past. They argue that her team has already shaped public perception by making damaging statements about Baldoni and even subtly using media tactics, such as her husband Ryan Reynolds' joke on Saturday Night Live. Now, with the case intensifying, they believe Lively wants to hide key evidence that could potentially contradict her allegations. This, they claim, is an attempt to avoid scrutiny while maintaining her public image as the victim. A significant part of Lively's legal motion revolves around the protection of witnesses. Her lawyers argue that revealing the identities of two women from the It Ends With Us set could expose them to harassment, threats, and intimidation.
This morning, I sent a text message to my best friend Jamie and the president of my company, Tara. And I told them that I wasn't in the best place.
On the surface, this seems like a reasonable concern, but Baldoni's team insists it's just another legal strategy to restrict public access to crucial evidence. They argue that if Lively was truly concerned about privacy, she wouldn't have allowed the case to become a public spectacle in the first place. Instead, they claim, her team is now attempting to keep the most critical details hidden, fearing they might undermine her narrative. This legal fight is no longer just about justice. In the courtroom, it has become a high-stakes power struggle where public perception plays a crucial role. If Lively succeeds in sealing the evidence, Baldoni could continue to face public backlash without the chance to fully defend himself. But if the court denies her request, it could completely reshape the case, potentially exposing information that challenges Lively's claims. With both sides fighting tooth and nail, this case is far from over. What happens next will determine not just the outcome in court, but also how both Lively and Baldoni emerge in the eyes of the public. 1. Thing is certain, Hollywood is watching every move.
Leaks that have drawn attention to this apparent rift. TMZ reported that Blake Lively has told people that there were multiple reasons that Justin Baldoni made her feel uncomfortable, it's a feminist buzzword, uncomfortable on set of It Ends With Us. What do you think he did, Justin? He would say something mean to her? Well, sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that there was this scene that they had to film, right?
Blake Lively's legal team is making an aggressive push to seal key evidence, arguing that revealing critical witnesses from It Ends With Us could expose them to serious threats, harassment, and intimidation. They claim that as the case gains media attention, the climate has become increasingly hostile, making privacy a necessity for those involved. But Justin Baldoni's lawyers aren't convinced. To them, Lively's sudden push for secrecy raises more questions than answers. They argue that if Lively and her team had no problem making public accusations against Baldoni, why the sudden need for privacy now? Baldoni's legal team believes this isn't just about safety, it's about control. They claim Lively's team has already shaped public opinion against Baldoni by making damaging statements and even allowing media moments like Ryan Reynolds' SNL joke to reinforce her narrative. Now that the case is heating up, Baldoni's lawyers see this move as an attempt to hide information that could contradict Lively's claims or shift the public's perspective. If Lively's motion is granted, Baldoni will continue to face backlash without being able to defend himself in the public eye. But if the court rejects her request, Hollywood and the public may see a very different side of the story, one that could challenge Lively's accusations and reshape the entire case. As tensions escalate, this is no longer just a legal fight. It's a war for public perception. Both sides are fighting to control the narrative, and the outcome of this legal battle could redefine careers and reputations. With the stakes higher than ever, one thing is clear. This case is far from over, and the truth may still be waiting to come out.
full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
The legal war between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is far from over. As both sides clash over privacy and transparency, the courtroom battle is intensifying. Lively's legal team argues that protecting witness identities and sensitive evidence is necessary due to the high-profile nature of the case and potential harassment risks. However, Baldoni's lawyers see it differently. They claim Lively has already used the media to shape public opinion against Baldoni and is now trying to suppress key information that could shift the narrative in his favor. The latest courtroom. Debates and legal filings suggest that major revelations could be on the horizon. If the judge rules in Baldoni's favor, the public might finally gain access to crucial evidence that could challenge Lively's allegations and possibly reshape the entire case. However, if the court sides with Lively, this battle may continue behind closed doors, keeping key details hidden and leaving the public in the dark about the truth behind this Hollywood scandal. With emotions running high, lawyers going head-to-head, and media scrutiny at an all-time peak, this case is becoming one of the most closely watched legal dramas in Hollywood. What unfolds next could impact both their careers, influence public perception, and set new legal precedents for high-profile cases. Stay tuned for the latest updates on this unfolding drama. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay ahead of the latest Hollywood scandals and legal battles.